the top 24 based on the following.
All right. Let's begin. Beauty of the face, the aesthetics, and skin condition, which was valued at 30%.
Body figure identified as the symmetry, a combination of ideal weight, height, and other physical measurements, and the definition or the body fat percentage and the absence of cellulite. That's valued at a high 40%.
Communications were also very much a big part of this competition, and communication skills were valued at 10%.
Personality is, of course, a part of it.
Oh, yes, definitely.
The presence of the candidate, yes. The thing, in other words, her pleasant demeanor and substance as a person was told or allotted 20%.
Now, let's do the math. I believe that accounts for a total of
100%. There you go. The top 24 candidates will then be prejudged to identify the top 10. On April 27, please, media, members of the media, mark your calendars. April 27, 2010, the second leg of the competition, the prejudging takes place at the EDSA Shangri-La Hotel. On May 1, on the other hand, that's the coronation night.
Big night.
The big night for the candidates, of course. That takes center stage at the Aliu Theater. All right? Again, candidates will be eyed according to the following criteria. Take a look.
Beauty of face, while in national costumes and gowns, will be 30%.
Figure of body shown in creative posing will be 20%, while in national costume, 10% for a total of about 30%.
And of course, the important X factor, the bearing, grace, and stature in creative posing is 10%, while in national costume, 20% for a total of 30%.
We're really going patriotic this time.
We are.
I love it. Personality will also be in consideration, of course, as seen in the interviews, and that is valued at 10%.
Now, it is going to be a very exciting day with you and Slivers World, so let's put things in perspective. The talent competition will be measured according to a strict set of criteria. Judges will pretty much train a critical eye on each candidate, passing judgment according to the following guidelines.
Here we go for the talent competition. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh boy.
Natural ability, 35%.
Quality of performance goes for 30%.
Showmanship, we've got 25% for that one.
Audience rapport is a good 10%.
Yeah, that's right, giving us a total of 100%.
Now let's go do a little backtrack on the long gown competition. Poise and grace accounts for 40%, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't have.
Of course not. You are looking, you know, the way you walk really makes me think, okay, let's not talk about Crystal
Figure
tonight.
and beauty.
Right.
I think I'd like to do that one. 20%
You score
for
a
the
total
candidates.
20% for me.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Now, projection and stage presence accounts for another 20%.
First impression, 10%.
And a totality of the elements at 10% for a total of
100%. Now, on coronation night, folks, today's press launch, the talent and long gown competition, of course, as well as a screening, will play a very vital part in the judging. In fact, the press launch determines 20% of the final score. The pre-pageant competition would equal about 20% of the total. 60% of the judging will be done on coronation night.
Now, I know it will not be easy at all for our candidates, but then again, that's pretty much what it takes in order for them to excel in international competitions. Since you've already seen the candidates, I'm sure you will all agree with us here that it won't be a walk in the park for the judges either. For today's talent and long gown competitions, we have assembled an esteemed lineup of judges from your ranks. From media, please join me in giving them a round of applause as we acknowledge their presence with us tonight.
All right.
Let's begin.
Let us. I'm so happy to see him again. He's always present in every Slimmers World event. Our first judge is a familiar face on TV as well. He is the co-host of the popular entertainment show on GMA7 Star Talk. And you can read up on the latest in entertainment in his regular feature in the Philippine Star. Please welcome Mr. Butch Francisco.
Very nice to see you again, Butch. Thank you for joining us again tonight. There you go. Next we have, and my jaw jitters as I talk about this lady because she is just so darn beautiful.
She's stunning.
Even her toes are beautiful. Everything about her is beautiful. Okay, she is a Brazilian beauty who is a mainstay in one of GMA's noontime shows, also a commercial model, TV actress, and host, also the model of BioFitrum. Please welcome the ever so beautiful Diana Meneses. I could barely look at her right now. I'm melting already. My goodness.
I'm curious to find out how come you know about her toes.
Full body shots. High resolution pictures. I'm not a stalker. I just have to say, I'm just a very observant person.
Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. Our next judge definitely wears many hats, although tonight he is hatless.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not wearing literally a hat. He is, though, the Vice President for Advertising of the Philippine Daily Inquirer and is the President of the United Print Media Group. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of sound for Mr. Pepito Olarte. Hello, sir.
Nice to see you again. He was also with us the last time, and thank you so much for taking active participation here at, well, Miss Bikini Philippines. Next, we have, ladies and gentlemen, a business entrepreneur from California, a project director for Philippine American Society of San Diego, an international pageant trainer and mentor for Miss Philippines San Diego, USA, director of Miss Asia World, and I'm sure that as our contestants are hearing this, their knees are starting to shake. I'm telling you, this guy is a bigwig judge. Please give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the president of Armani Productions International, Mr. Ian Armani. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for gracing us with your presence tonight.
Thank you for being here. Definitely. It is so nice to have someone of that caliber be with us tonight. Thank you so much, sir.
Please don't pay too much attention to me because I'm really not a candidate. You know, just look at them. I don't want to be scrutinized by someone as big as that guy. It's really big. Okay,
well,
moving on.
Speaking of someone big, you know, we've got a really heavyweight set of judges right now. We have with us a reporter, an entertainment reporter for GMA News, and I am very sure he is going to be up here with the candidates immediately after we say goodnight later on.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, part of the Board of Judges is Mr. Nelson Canlas.
All right.
Am I correct, sir, in saying that you'll be up here on stage as soon as we say goodnight? You see?
There you go.
He's going up now.
He's on his way up now. All right, please hold, sir. We'll just call the candidates in.
We'll give you that privilege later on. How's that?
Right.
All right.
Okay. Let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. Gracing our judges panel, we have one of the most respected names in the fashion industry. A member of the Design Council of the Philippines, he has done several fashion shows in China, Hong Kong, Singapore, Thailand, and Europe. His brand in the ready-to-wear market are mostly seen in all leading department stores in the Philippines. Another Filipino pride, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome Mr. Richie Lizaso.
Hi, Richie. Good to see you again.
As fashionable as always.
As always. Oh, speaking of fashion, oh my goodness. We have another member of the Design Council of the Philippines. He has represented our country in numerous designer competitions abroad, the most recent of which is the Concours de Journée Créature du Monde in Paris, France.
What was that again, Crystal?
I hope I pronounced that correctly.
Did she say that right?
I know. Okay, I will not say that again because I can only say it once.
Okay, I'm going to try this. Concours de Journée Créature du Monde in Paris, France. Did I say that right? I hope so. Should I walk out now? Okay. All right.
Well, guess what? This gentleman landed one of the top 10 designers, all right?
There you go.
He's back with us, ladies and gentlemen. A round of sound for Mr. Jerome Ang. Concours de Journée Créature du Monde. You have to do that arm thing, you know,
right,
when you say that.
You know, with a whole neck and body movement.
Thank you for being with us again, sir.
All right. We move on to one of the most energetic ladies I've ever known in the face of the planet, okay? The chairman of the Board of Judges, Slimmers World's very own, okay? She walks the talk when it comes to fitness, slimming, health, and beauty. Extremely ageless. She doesn't. I age. She doesn't. I don't get it.
I agree with you there.
I've been with Slimmers World International for 4 years, and I can tell my age.
I agree.
She still looks the same.
I know.
Something is clearly wrong with what I'm doing to myself. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the lovely Vice President of Slimmers World International, Miss Helen Manansara Camacho.
We kid you not, ladies and gentlemen. She is ageless.
Ageless indeed.
Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Those are a panel of judges, all right? Equally important, I must mention, the organization and the people behind the organization that have spearheaded this competition, the one which single-mindedly targeted the international playing field as the ultimate goal of Miss Bikini Philippines. A round of applause once again to the officers of Slimmers World, particularly